apologize up top. I'm a little low energy. I'm really tired. I didn't really want to come tonight. Yeah. I couldn't really think of a good excuse to get out of it, though. That's the problem. Like, whoever said the truth will set you free, like, never had to get out of plans at the last minute. You know, you can't call someone up like, hey, Cheryl, bad news, I'm not gonna make it to your baby shower. No, everything's fine. I'm just gonna be watching Stranger Things all day. That won't set you free. What will set you free is telling Cheryl your grandpa's in the hospital. Yeah, it's dark, I know, but it works every time. It's my go-to excuse. I think I use it too much, because now people are always asking me how he's doing, you know? And I always just say, not well, just in case they planned on inviting me to something. You know? That's actually true. That's actually true. He's not doing well. He's been dead for 13 years. That's what makes it the perfect crime, though, you know? Like, no one can rat me out. You know, there's no witnesses. He's been taken care of. That makes it sound like I murdered my grandpa. To use him as an excuse, I didn't. Brain cancer did. I heard some groans. You didn't know him. Oh, gosh, I didn't kill him. God said I got this one. Oh, man. The truth will set you free. Whoever said that was probably never in a relationship. I'm not talking about lying about like bad things like cheating or awful things like that, but just like little things, you know, that we all lie about. Like, I can't stress how true what I'm about to say is. This is 100% true. I've been dating the same woman for over a year now.
Yeah!
She does all the work. I'm just here. Over a year, and I still haven't told her that I sleep with a baby blanket.
Yeah.
Listen to me. If you're not laughing, you're not listening. I'm a grown person. I have a job. I pay taxes. And every night I go to sleep with a blanket made for a baby. I haven't been a baby in over 20 years. But I'm in too deep at this point. I can't just stop now. I also can't tell her at this point, like over a year in, I tell her now. It's gonna sound like I just now decided to start sleeping. Like one day I went to bed, just like, something's missing. I know. An old, thin blanket that only covers 1/4 of my body. The problem is there's no good time to tell someone something like that. Like, I can't tell her now. But I also can't tell her, I couldn't tell her on the first date, you know? Like, it goes well, and I bring her back to my place. Like, oh, welcome to my house. The bedroom's right in here. Bathroom's right there if you need it. And, this is Lolly. He will be joining us. Yes, he. That's my blanket's preferred pronoun. No, I also don't know why he smells like that. This is like comedians will make a joke and we're like, they're like, oh, it's just a joke. It's not like that's very true. I don't know why it smells the way it does. Oh my gosh. Oh man. The truth will set you free. Whoever said that probably never had to go through like a job interview, you know? Because we all lie during job interviews. You have to, because they ask really stupid questions like, why do you want to work here? Like, you can't be honest when they ask you that. You can't just be like, I gotta eat. You gotta say some shit like, well, you know, I've always been a big fan of your company. I think you provide a great public service. And you know, I really feel like your corporate values align with my own personal values. And if I can be frank, I'm just really excited about joining the Arby's family. Whenever I hear, we have the meats, I want to think to myself, I have the meats. I'm not trying to shit on Arby's employees. That's something I've worked like like shitty jobs. And something I've realized is that like no matter what you do for a living, there's always someone who does something like way worse than what you do. There's always someone with a worse job. And like, I realized this, like have you guys ever really looked at like a nice roll of toilet paper? Like really looked at it? Like nice toilet paper usually has like some kind of design on it, you know, like flowers or like swirls and diamonds and stuff. Like that means someone had to draw that. That means that like someone when they were like 17 years old didn't know what they wanted to do with their life, and like their parents probably like pressured them into like maybe joining the military or taking a year off. But their high school art teacher, you know, was always really supportive. So they thought, hey, maybe I'll give that a shot. Maybe I'll do that. So they went to art school. They worked, like they just grinded it for like 4 years, got through art school. Now they're in massive student debt, and they're lost in the job market, just trying to find anything where they can use their degree. And they're searching like job listing after job listing until they finally found something where they can use their degree. And now they're in some tiny office building in a dimly lit little room, just drawing all day, all day. They probably have carpal tunnel at this point. They draw and draw the same thing over and over again until they get it just right. And then we wipe our ass. Like, do you think they're honest when they, like, people ask them what they do? I feel like that person either never wants to talk about what they do or only wants to talk about what they do. Like they're at a dinner party just like, waiting for their turn. Me? What do I do? Why don't I take you to the bathroom and show you? Whoever goes to the bathroom, that person's either going to be really disappointed or like so relieved. You know, actually, I have a pretty good job, but I didn't go to college. And I remember when I graduated high school, I was kind of bummed out because all my friends, you know, they went off to college and like moved away, and I was just still at home. And I really felt like I was missing out on like these classic college experiences, you know, that you see on like TV and in movies. And I was bummed out about it. But luckily, my parents were like so cool about it. They were so nice about it. My dad, like, they tried to help me get those college experiences, you know, at home. My dad, he hazed me. He said if I didn't make it through Hell Week, I couldn't be part of the family. It wasn't all bad though. My stepmom asked me to the Sadie Hawkins dance. Yeah. But then my dad beat me up afterwards for this girl. Yeah, I didn't go to college. But something I realized is that when you graduate high school, you learn the same amount in those 4 years after high school. You get the same amount of knowledge that you do in college. It's just different knowledge. You know what I mean? It's the same amount, it's just different stuff. Like, for example, you guys might have read Hills Like White Elephants by Ernest Hemingway. It's a classic short story. You might have learned about how, you know, it's just two people waiting for a train at a train station. It's the whole story. You might have learned how, you know, it's actually a metaphor for the baby they're expecting. The train is the baby and all this stuff. I learned how much Papa John's I could eat before my body just shuts it down. It's the same amount of knowledge, it's just different knowledge, you know? Like you guys might have learned about Godard, the French filmmaker who the auteur theory is based on that we now apply to every, you know, artist since him. I learned never pay more than $15 for a gram. It's the same amount of knowledge, it's just different knowledge, you know? You guys might have learned something about how like when you hear New York Italian, that's actually turn of the century Italian. That's like classic like 18th century Italian. And because when Italian immigrants came over, they lived in New York, and their language fossilized there and it stayed the same and it never changed. Meanwhile, in Italy, it evolved and it grew and it changed. And so that's why Italian in Italy is different than Italian in New York. I learned that you can't use your grandpa being in the hospital as an excuse when you're trying to get out of going to his funeral.